My name is Master Warrant of Saduru. So in conjunction with what my master, my boss said, Lieutenant Colonel Arrears, it's a very simple request. If you look at our placard, it's very explicit. As a retired person, I am not far from the society. We are the ones that have entered the society, and we are getting it hard. Most banks don't give us loan. Let me not talk of what we are. What we are requesting for is that the hardship after retirement, is what calls for this. And the most fundamental fact that the Constitution is not respected in this increasement of salaries. There's all other things where we may or may not remember again, like the palliative the federal government gave. Could you believe civil servants, civilians got those things, but palliative up to today, no military retiree got that money.
If you are not hearing me, stop.
So personally, I am sick presently. I find it difficult to go to hospital. Drugs are not friendly. The prices of drugs are not friendly. So you know, when we are in the society, we are no more in the military where government takes care of us. Really, when you are in the military, government takes care of you. Your medical, everything is secured. But now, when you are retired, you go back, you retire back to your village, my dear brother. They say medical, whatever. We can't reach those things. It is the same civilians that reach all those things. We, the military, retired military men, we don't reach all those things. So, personally, what moved me to join this parade is because things are difficult outside. Let me say, particularly the retirees, honestly, we don't have any other way than this pension. And if by law, if you increase soldier salary, there's what it's called, you harmonize it. There must be an adjustment that makes it goes in pari passu with the retirees, so that a sergeant retiring now or a corporal retiring now will not be earning more than a master warrant officer that retired yesterday. Like as it is now, if it's not amended or corrected, a corporal that retires today will earn more than a master warrant officer that retired 5 years ago. Whereas two of them gave Nigerian military 35 years. So my brother, multiply and subtract. Who's being cheated? This is constitutional right. We are not begging anybody. But what we are pleading for them, the only place we are pleading for them, please, Baba, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Oga CJ Musa, we beg them. We are here crying and begging them. Please help us. It is painful to die. Within 5 years or 2 years or 3 years you retired. But you serve the military 35 years. But within 2 years you retire, you die out of hunger. It is painful. So my dear brothers, you people are learned people. The school I went was the same military school. The school I went was the same tactics applications. The school I went is the same fieldcraft applications. The school I went is the same methodology to fight war. I didn't go to this kind of school. Computer appliances, computer this, computer that. You have opportunity to get work elsewhere. But who employ me with my fieldcraft and tactics? Who employ me? So the only way we depend mostly is our pension. So I think I've answered that question.
Thank you, sir. Your name once again?
Once again, my name? My name still remains Augustine Duru. MW Augustine Duru. Or Duru Augustine, either way.
Thank you.
As depicted in our placard, what we are asking for is that retirees be included in computing the consequential adjustment for the payment of the new rate. They have computed it is supposed to start by this September, and they have computed the fund requirement excluding retirees. What we are requesting is
But it's not a favor. It is our constitutional and legal right to be included in the computation of fund for the implementation.
Yes, sir.
That is all what we are asking for. We are convinced that the problem is from Ministry of Defense because they are the ones that know the man and the figure. Yes, the president we know is a man that handles thousands of issues on routine basis. He may not always get all fat on it. And that is why we target this protest at Ministry of Defense. The Ministry of Defense knows us. Our details are with them. When they are submitting the number for computing salary increase, they know the number for retirees. They are the men who we trained. Some of them were our boys when we were fighting hard battles.
What we are taught in the school.
So we want the message conveyed to include them. And then once they include retirees in consequential, the law recognizes it. If you could note that whenever there is national minimum wage, military, I want to explain this aspect. This armed forces salary structure is one of the ones you could regard as peculiar salary structures. Both peculiar salary structures and the general national minimum wage increase, they all carry consequential adjustment. There is no time you could do national minimum wage increase and you do not attach consequential adjustment for it's a law. So we are asking for our pension rights.
And the medical discharge.
If we get conviction now, if you get clear information, oh, sorry, we skipped it, we are including it in the company, we all go. We're not happy to be here. Yes. But when some fellows in the office feel so insensitive to our pains, we are ready to sleep here. And if we sleep here 2 days, our aim of, if they do not answer us, we will march to Asoro Gate, because by the time we sleep there 2 nights, we know it will attract the attention of the presidency. And here we ask questions.
Thank you. Your name once again. Your name, sir. Your name.
My name is Lieutenant Colonel Innocent Azubike Nas, retired. Special Forces, counter-terrorism, counter-insurgency. And I've seen hard combat, flying the flag of this nation.
Lion!
The Lion people.
Lion!
A patriotic service to this nation. There is a constitutional provision that when you increase the pay, the salary of serving personnel, there should be consequential allowance, consequential adjustment for pensioners. But some big guys who sit in the office, they will ask you, they don't even know that pensioners have a right. The situation is such that you could see, for example, a captain who retired some 10, 15 years back, the pension is stagnated. A couple of sergeants who retired recently could be receiving pension higher than that of a captain who retired 10 years back. And they serve the same military. The consequential adjustment that is increased in the pension is a constitutional right. It's in the Constitution. It's in Armed Forces Act. But some wicked fellows, when they sit in high offices, they don't live on their salary. They push it aside. Some will even ask, what do pensioners do that they need increasing their pay? So we find it painful. We all go to the same market. I see myself, what it means is that as a retired lieutenant colonel, I retired many years ago, my pension could be the equivalent of a lieutenant who retired just recently. Because they don't want to do the adjustment that is constitutional and legal right. This is the issue. The recent increase in pay. First of all, we note, since last year, November last year, Mr. President approved the new salary increase for the military and the other paramilitary. It's been in the news all over. The military high command at every given occasion keeps thanking the president for the salary increase. November last year, this is August this year, they have not implemented it. As if it's a scam. And then a new pronouncement comes up again. The new pronouncements put the minimum wage of a serving personnel at 180,000. It took pressure for them to do that. Yeah, if they have discarded the one of last year as if it never existed, and they want to implement this new one that places the minimum wage at about 180,000, if they want to implement it by law, Constitution, and the Armed Forces Act, there should be consequential adjustment, that is increase in the pay of pensioners, to meet up at par. But they computed the fund requirement. They computed the fund requirement to implement the recently announced one, and they excluded pensioners. So if you compute the fund requirement for implementing the most recent increase and you exclude pensioners, you are depriving them of their constitutional and legal right as enshrined in the Constitution and the Armed Forces Act. And the implication of that is those who retired earlier, their pension will be very tiny compared with more recent retirees. And that is why I gave an example that you could see a captain who retired some 15 years, 10 years, 15 years back. His pension will be the equivalent of a sergeant who retires this year. We all serve the same military. It's for that parity that the Constitution provides that whenever there is increase in salary, it carries consequential adjustment for the retirees. They know it. None of them is denying the legal or constitutional provision. But some arrogance in office, that the guys who really don't care about this, they don't live on their pay. They have properties all over. They think they have accumulated enough that could carry them for lifetime. Yeah, but there are peasant masses within the veteran community. The vast majority of us are affected. That is the real issue.